To Matiangi, I have one last thing to tell him. My friend, you are not the first interior minister. Tumeona wengi mbele yako walikuwa hata more powerful than you. But remember one thing. Hata tulikuwa na Michuki. Tulikuwa na Saitoti wakati ule. Tulikuwa na kina Sunkuli wakati wa KANU. But I have one thing to tell you, Matiangi. Anytime you are in a position of power, remember there will be a day you will exit. And your day is becoming closer and closer and closer. Tafadhali, leave a bridge between you and us. Because ukiteremuka, utatupata. Utatupata. So please treat us with some level of respect, like human beings. Ndio tukikutana kwa street, tuweze kusalimiana. Because your day, Matiangi, is coming in a very short time.
When we take decisions, we don't wake up in the morning and look at the weather and look at this. We make a decision that we believe is right to make at a particular time. We know that there are certain times where some political practice comes with some sympathy addiction. You know, the sympathy addicts who will look for sympathy over anything. And we have watched that sympathy addiction around the country where, you know, people draw sympathy over everything, you know, and so on. But you see, let me ask you a question. As people who expect these wonderful, good people seated on my left here to provide security for you, how would you operate in an environment where they wake up in the morning and check the political temperature, the weather before they make decisions? We believe in making right decisions. And the decisions that are right and necessary will be made, regardless of the time they are made. And as I keep saying, we in the security sector, we don't do this work to be popular. We would rather be right than popular. We want to do what is good for the country, what is good for the officers that we have been given to look after. If I had an opportunity and explained to you, and Mr. Chairman went into details about how this decision was reached you will be very happy with us, because you will know that we have made very serious considerations. And this Inspector General, this gentleman seated to my left here, is a very considerate and very responsible public servant. So to cast aspersions and say, oh, you know, why was this done and so on, this is not a whimsical decision. It was a culmination. It was made after several considerations have been had.
You know, I heard Matiangi yesterday say that Deputy President anapenda sympathy. He waits for moments, opportunities, ambapo atapata sympathy. I will tell you, if there's a man who has helped the Deputy President afike mahali amefika na support ya Wakenya wote, ni huyo Matiangi na hii office ya President. Because everything they do, wakifikiria wanamumaliza, wanakuwa nafanya nini? And they should ask themselves, for 4 years, they have done nothing else isipokuwa kupiga huyu jamaa. Hakuna kitu hawajamfanya. Hata jana, for me it was not a big deal because tumewazoea. They should ask themselves, if indeed what they are doing is helpful, how come he continues to become more and more popular? And if I was President Uhuru Kenyatta, and I would like to tell him as a friend, an old friend of his, if there are people you must sack when you're doing the reshuffle tumesikia unafanya, number one must be Matiangi. He's your biggest liability kwa serikali yako. Because whatever he does, he takes more and more people away from you. And you must ask yourself why. So kwa nyinyi watu wa Nakuru, tafadhalini, first of all, keep the peace. Ile tulikubaliana pale Afraha Stadium, na viongozi wetu, keep it there. They are trying to cause unnecessary tension. They are provoking you every day. Muende kwa street, warudi tena kusema munaona. Tafadhali, don't fall into their trap. Tumesikizana. Pili, shikilieni hasla. We must form the next government. And we can only form it if we stay together. Kule Embu, tumelok. Uko ni almost 100% hasla. Mimi sijui Nakuru kama mko hapo, mahali Embu imefika. Kwetu huwezi ongea story ya mtu mwingine. Wanakwambia hapana, wacha. Sisi tunajua, tunangojea William Ruto. So tafadhali mkae hapo. So we can form the next government. A government that respects everybody. A government that looks at yule mtu wako pale chini like a human being. Na jana wamesema sasa, it is now clear William Ruto sio hustler, shetani ashindwe. Sisi hustler nation, you cannot tell us who is our chief hustler. Ni sisi tutawaambia. The chief hustler of the hustler nation in Kenya is William Samoei Ruto. Mupende, musipende. And by the way, the fact that he has some property does not change him from being a hustler. In fact, he's an inspiration kwamba unaweza toka pale chini na ufike kiwango gani hiyo. So it doesn't mean at because sisi ni mahasla hatutawahi saidika. Nyinyi ndio mtasaidika, kwani mulizaliwa vile hatukuzaliwa? Kamwe yao. Ndivyo Mwembu anauliza, kamwe yao. Kwani nyinyi ndio kina nani? Munafikiria nyinyi ndio mulizaliwa kuliko wengine? So we shall have a government that will give opportunity to every single Kenyan. That is what we want. Finally, in order to change this country, we need to put women in leadership. We need serious women, women with a stand, strong, courageous, and brave women. And you'll agree with me, katika hii hustler nation, viongozi wale wa mbunge, kama kuna watu wamesimama na deputy president, ni wamama. Hata siku ile ya BBI tukusema yes and no, wale waliangusha hustler ni wanaume. Sisi kina mama, sisi wote tulisema no bila uoga. So tafadhali, mimi nataka kuwaomba, huyu sister yangu Susan Keheka, Nenjamba, Nendoe, huyu haogopi. Saa zingine anaongea karibu ni mfunge mdomo. Nimwambie utapitia wapi ukienda nyumbani my sister. Hai, nyamaza kidogo. But it is what it is. We must say as is. Amaji. Kwa hivyo mkifikiria mambo ya uongozi wa Nakuru County, hapa hamtakuwa mmekosea. And I want to tell you, when we get women hapo kwa Council of Governors, Susan ako hapo, mimi Mbarire nitakuwa hapo na yeye. Simunipigie makofi. Tutakuwa na akina Ngereshe, tutakuwa na akina Isha Jumwa, akina Soipan, akina Faith Getao. Sio itakuwa kogu mzuri. Hata stories zingine wanaletanga tutaenda na tumalize haraka. And then we'll have close contact with our President William Ruto. Si mambo itaenda mzuri jameni. So tafadhali mumushikilie, ni mama mzuri, mama shupavu, na ndukagoa my sister. Hata wengine wanasema wanakuja, wamwambie come baby, come. Tutawamalizia hapo tu kwa nomination, ama kuna kitu kingine. Tutaenda na kura zetu jameni. So don't worry. We hang in there. And Deputy President, I have one last thing to tell you. You've been through so much. My friend, you've been through so much. Sometimes I look at you and wonder even how you wake up. Na unaamuka kwenda wapi. Sometimes me, if I were you, vile nitashika blanketi, nione mchana imefika, nitaangalia hivi, nirudi tena nilale. Because I don't know where I'm going. Because of problems around me. But the courage you have shown us is what makes us wake up in the morning and say, ata kesho ni siku. So, Your Excellency, hang in there. And I want you to know, the reason they are all fighting you, the reason they are all ganging up, is because you are the strongest in this country today. And they know without a shred of doubt that you are the next president. Kwa hivyo to Matiangi, I have one last thing to tell you. My friend, you are not the first interior minister. Tumeona wengi mbele yako walikuwa hata more powerful than you. But remember one thing. Hata tulikuwa na Michuki. Tulikuwa na Saitoti wakati ule. Tulikuwa na kina Sunkuli wakati wa KANU. But I have one thing to tell you, Matiangi. Anytime you are in a position of power, remember there will be a day you will exit. And your day is becoming closer and closer and closer. Tafadhali, leave a bridge between you and us. Because ukiteremuka, utatupata. Utatupata. So please treat us with some level of respect, like human beings. Ndio tukikutana kwa street, tuweze kusalimiana. Because your day, Matiangi, is coming in a very short time. Asanteni sana, mubarikiwe.
Thank you, my sister says, na pia tunakuombea ukiwa upande wa Embu.